If that's just too hot for you, 105, well, it might be a good time to go to the movies. And look who's here, Josh Bell. Perfect timing.
Amazing how that works.
All right, I'm excited that you're here because I keep hearing things about the Hitman's Bodyguard.
Okay.
I don't understand what it's about, but I feel like there's a lot of hype around it.
So there's a hitman.
Yes.
And then there's a bodyguard.
Okay.
So that's kind of the gist, yes. Samuel L. Jackson is the hitman. Okay. He's this international assassin, and he's supposed to testify at the trial of this brutal dictator played by Gary Oldman. So he's got to get to The Hague, but all these goons are after him. Gary Oldman's whole force is after him, so he needs protection.
From Batman?
From Ryan Reynolds.
No, Gary Oldman from Batman?
Gary Oldman, yes, was in the Batman. I was like, no, he doesn't need protection from Batman. Okay.
Batman, not
no
in this
Batman
movie.
in this movie, but Deadpool, aka Ryan Reynolds, is in this movie. He plays an elite bodyguard, but he's a little washed up. He's kind of down on his luck, and so he's reluctantly roped in to help this guy to protect him, and they don't like each other. And so it's kind of a buddy cop. I mean, they're not cops, but it's a similar dynamic, Lethal Weapon-esque kind of back and forth bantering. Samuel L. Jackson says a certain word that we can't say on the air a lot in this movie.
Thank you for not saying it on the air.
Almost as if they didn't have any actual jokes and they just thought it would be funny to get him to say that over and over again.
So not a family-friendly movie.
Definitely not family-friendly. Very, very, very violent, very vulgar, but not good in any of those ways. I don't think the action is mediocre, the banter isn't very funny, they have some okay chemistry, but I didn't find this movie entertaining, and it goes on for way too long for a story that there really isn't a whole lot of investment, and I didn't really care if Gary Oldman was going to be convicted or not.
Whoa. All right then. But we have another movie, so maybe this one?
Yes, slightly better, yes, yeah. Logan Lucky is the other big movie this week from Steven Soderbergh, the director of the Ocean's 11, 12, 13 movies, as well as a lot of other stuff. And I'm a huge fan of his. He, quote unquote, retired a few years ago. Of course, you never believe anyone in Hollywood when they say that. So he's back as the director of this movie. It's another heist movie, so kind of like the Ocean's movies, but in a hillbilly redneck kind of setting with Channing Tatum and Adam Driver. It's a pair of brothers who decide they're going to rob the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And it's got some charm to it. There's a lot of fun actors in supporting roles. Daniel Craig is this safecracker, and he's really having a good time not being James Bond. I felt like it kind of leaned a little too hard on the comical redneck accents, and the story was a little hard to follow at times, and also kind of went on for too long. This movie has gotten great reviews overall, I will say, so I'm kind of an outlier on this, but as a big fan of this filmmaker, it didn't quite work for me. It is better than The Hitman's Bodyguard, though, if you're trying to make a choice this weekend.
It's one of the two?
Yeah, if you're going to pick one, I would go for that, but I think it's a bit disappointing for what I hoped from it. But I'm glad Steven Soderbergh is back. I hope he continues to make more movies.
All right, well, thank you, Josh. Maybe you just want to go outside this weekend, everybody.
That's always an option.
All right. Thank you. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.